hard to sync the audio and video, so this is probably my last shot. We'll see. When you open Cubase and this pops up, I know that we did this once and the song was in here, so I know you can open it. So I'm gonna pick this one, pretend like this is your song, and then open it. It gives you a backup project newer than this exists. You want to open this. It may or may not give you this, but if it does, we want to click no because we want the older version. I'm moving a little slow just in case the audio is way off again. You want to delete the backup. We don't want to delete the backup because we're not trying to erase anything, so keep that. Keep. It will load the project, the song, the CPR. This takes a second for mine. Alright. Screen's up. I don't know where the audio is, so I'll wait just a second. From here, you want to go to File, and then you want to go to Save As, like you're going to save a new copy of this. Save As. Going slow just in case the audio is fucked again. Save As. We're not saving anything, but it should open this folder where the CPR was. The one that you have open now should be saved in this folder. In my case, it is up here. Save as H:"invisible familiars." When you create a project, it makes you pick a folder. So this existed at one time. It could be screwed up because of all the hands in the pot, but it should be. The CPR will be in here for sure, but what I'm looking for is this audio file here, folder, this audio folder called audio. What happens is that every take that you take does not have effects on it. The effects are only in the CPRs. If you go down to the bottom of this really isn't important, but change the files of type down here, I hope this isn't screwing up the sync, to any type. It will also show all the backup files. We don't really care about those because we're not using them. I'm just showing you that they're there. Go back to the CPRs. It'll have just the CPRs that you've saved, and images and audio. It probably does not have this third folder here. This audio folder is completely dry. There are no effects on this. This is the audio folder, and I'm going to change the file type to any type. And these are all the tracks that were recorded. And I can always re-import these with no effects. These are completely dry. This is straight the way it was recorded. I don't know, maybe you recorded some with the effects when you recorded it, but if you added effects later and then saved it, it doesn't change these files. They will still be dry. The only thing that changes is the CPR, which are these. So what I'm looking for is this entire folder, in this case H:"invisible familiars. It's obviously different in your case, but I'm looking for this audio file mainly, but I will need at least one CPR, because the audio file itself will not, if something happens 30 seconds into the song, it won't have, the space in front of it, but the CPR will include that. But with the CPR and the audio, then I can remove any effects and have completely dry or completely recorded the way it was recorded. If you didn't record it dry, it won't be, of course. But so that's what I'm looking for. The best way to get that is to send me this entire folder, that includes the CPRs and the audio folder. and you should be able to get there by clicking Save As once you've opened the song. We're not going to save this though, so X out of it and then find this path on your computer, which I will go slowly in case the audio is screwed up. Computer, and mine was H:"Invisible Familiars." So this is what I want. This entire folder. This is the project folder that Cubase makes you start. A lot of times people hit enter and just take the default, but it shouldn't matter when you click Save As. It will go to wherever the CPR is, and that's also where the audio folder will be. So in here is the same thing we were just looking at in the Save As thing, but this is in the computer. So I would like this whole thing. Notice on this one that it is huge. It's a little bit bigger than a DVD. Yours might not be that way. This has a lot of tracks, and they're recorded super high quality, at least 3 times more sample depth than what you recorded at. So yours should be at least a third of this size if it had the same amount of tracks, which I don't think it does, but it might with all the vocal doubling. But if you can't email it, I'll tell you another way to get it to me. There's an easy way to do it now that there is a website set up, at the bones of anyway. Does that make sense? Open the CPR. I know it's there because we opened it and listened to the song. Then go to Save As, and that should be where it is. It should list the location of where it is, and then find that in the computer and copy that folder somewhere and see if you can send it to me. See if you can email it. The audio folder within this is what I'm looking for mainly, so I can start with dry tracks, and then I think we can do something pretty good with this probably. Alright, does that make sense? I hope not. Video's not too far off of this. Alright.